All right, welcome everyone to this open Saturday game, which is not on a Saturday, celebrating May the 4th be with you, which is on Saturday, but unfortunately I couldn't run this game on Saturday, so we're here fighting the Battle of Scarif on a Friday. That's all right. And we are here with the Rogue One forces. So reservists, just for your benefit, since you joined late, you represent the members of Rogue One, including the Marine Corps. Your person who's supposed to be Sergeant Ruscott Meshi isn't here, Book, so one of you can take his role. But basically, you guys command all the rebel forces on the planet. Um, you've landed on landing pad 9, which if you look over here, oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Let me share my screen. That would help you guys.
Oh, yes, thank you.
It would help tremendously. Okay, so you guys are here on landing pad 10. There's a docked Zeta-class cargo shuttle. Your Zeta shuttle that you took is over there on landing pad 9. But Cassian, before he left and went into the Citadel, he told you to go east and get wide of the platform and make 10 men seem like 100. So you've set explosive charges on several platforms further to the east, and then return back to this platform to cause a distraction and buy time for Cassian and Jin and K2SO to get the plans from the Citadel. So those
Okay.
charges can be blown whenever you want to. No doubt, as soon as they do, the Imperial garrison will be alerted and come out.
Okay. So we've got to set up our defenses.
Yep.
Or something. All right. Is Dave an umpire or a player?
He's
Sorry.
I'm an umpire.
And we're on section 10 of the Little Islands.
Yep.
Landing pad 10. Okay. Anubhav? I'm sorry, I can't quite say your name right.
Yeah,
Um,
worry.
Do we know where they're going to come out? Are they going to come out from that little bunker doorway right in front of the
Yeah,
landing
there's
pad?
a little like track elevator thing, and that'll open, and everyone coming from the Citadel will be coming through that, at least initially.
Okay. Who do we have? We've got 10 dudes, right? All right. So, Anub, what do you think of having some people in the woods on the sides of the bunker? So if they, A, to watch our flanks, and B, and immediately come out instead of going straight forward, they move to the sides. We have some people basically behind them. Hold on, let me.
If the enemy is coming straight at us, we could put a few guys, like two guys on the flanks to like hit them as they come out. But they die.
Yeah,
The problem is that they die immediately after that.
that's true.
So whichever among these people is the oldest should do it, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not making the mistake of valuing the lives of my men. I almost lost a battle last time I did that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Some
4.
of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yes.
So you got different things around the platform you can use for cover. You can hide on the
Can we
side.
move any of them?
These little ones are
weapons do these guys have?
so most have light rifles. This guy's got a big, heavy repeating rifle, Bays Malphus. This guy's got a heavier. That's you right there, or one of you.
That's us. Sergeant Ruscott.
Yep.
All right.
So, I knew check row 1 channel. I put little red marks on where I think we should start our people. We should probably. I'm thinking if we clear the landing pad out and then just withdraw from it into the woods around it, it's like a kill zone. So we're not trying to hold them in the tunnel where they can just keep massing against us. They have to come out into the open to engage us. and then we've got them at all angles. The problem is we'd have to clear out the entire area, and I'm
We'll
not sure how much time that would take.
we'll come back to you, and you can give us orders in
Okay.
a couple minutes. Take your
Yeah,
time.
sounds good.
All right,
If
umpires.
they're coming straight, yeah, there was 5 minutes.
Stop sharing. I did.
Oh, hello.
Hello there. We'll be giving you your first update in a second.
Okay.
All right. All right. So you and your fleet have emerged from hyperspace above the planet Scarif. Ahead of you, you can see two Imperial Star Destroyers guarding the shield gate. And the shield gate, which is allows ships to pass through the shield that's covering the planet. Your fleet's set up as you had designated. Oh, these X-wings are doing a little maneuver. Yeah, basically as you had designated.
Okay.
And you guys are here in the bottom, the command control center of the profundity. What are your orders?
Okay. Okay, so those TIE fighters are way back there, I'm assuming. Okay. Well, we'll take the forward group, and they're just going to rush for the shield, for the gate, assuming that it's not closed already.
Okay.
That'd be the X-wings and Y-wings in the front, with the U-wings and the one transport, just to try to get them down to the surface as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Sholin, do you want to handle the CR-90s? And it looks like the bombers are out there on the wings with them.
Yeah. So their fighters are way out there, but I do think advancing the CR-90s with the bombers and the gunships in their current formation to the left and to the right, sort of move them up, but slightly diagonally, if that makes sense. So they'd be more a little bit off. Okay,
Yes, you're
that
trying
looks
to
good.
get the most
Trying to
flanks.
get around a little bit Star Destroyers potentially in the future.
Okay.
Move them more to the flanks and forward.
Do our transports have guns, or are they just unarmed?
They have light armaments.
Okay. And then their speed is GR. Their speed is 3. Okay.
We'll come back.
Okay.
Let's hop to the Imperial channel.
Oh shit.
So, well, actually, they can't move them yet. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna erase those lines so we can.
This map has fully loaded for me, so I can actually do screens and fine. It's the other one that I can't.
Yeah.
Is only partially loaded.
Then let me. I'm gonna erase the lines because I got that memorized. Let me show you guys what you see, and then we'll go from there. So hold on one second.
Honestly, I guess the only question I had was whether we were in space or if I was, who was in space and who was over ground. But
I guess you're in space. All right. So you, Admiral Gorin, are in command of the defense of the planet of Scarif. You've got two Star Destroyers, the Persecutor and the Intimidator, and you're right next to the shield gate. And unexpectedly, a unidentified enemy fleet has just emerged from hyperspace in front of you. You can see an assorted number of ships, Nebulon B frigates, Mon Calamari cruiser, several Carillion cruisers, and then lots of light fighters in formation and quickly advancing towards you in the gate. What are your orders?
Well, will we not have some time to discuss
Yep, you
with
will.
my staff?
Umpires, why don't you hop with me to umpire real fast?
Sure.
So I think this is taking a long time. I think what we can do is if it's working for ARP, why don't we have ARP host the space one, and maybe Dave, you can stay here and you two can work it together, and I'll take the ground one, and then
Okay.
we'll do
Okay,
we'll do it that way.
works.
So I've not moved anything, so I guess I'll load up my own. I'll go back to the ground thing. ARP, you can load your own game, and Dave can join that
That's
one,
right.
and
You
then
wanted like that, and then
yeah.
like that, and
Because
then
everyone's thinking about the order, so you kind of go back and get them again, and then. But you guys handle
Okay.
space, I'll handle the ground, and then we'll still meet here to coordinate what's going on and the timing of everything. But I think that'll work.
Was that about right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's about right. Maybe.
roughly.
Okay,
Maybe like more like that way. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch this back to the ground battle.
Okay, I'll load up mine then, and Dave. I've put the create multiplayer public create. Okie dokie, that's loaded up fine.
What have you called it?
So it's called Space Rogue, and the password is ALP capitals.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys handle the space for now. Then I think you got a good handle of what's needed there.
Dice, that's what I need.
I'm gonna go back and get orders from the ground forces. Oh, what did the Imperial guy say?
The Krennic didn't want to do anything. It was quite difficult picking what we were saying actually, because he I don't know if it's just a problem with Discord, but he was just going to wait and see what happened, what they did before he did anything.
Okay.
And I asked him, do you want to move anything from A and B? And he went, no, just leave it there for the time being. So fine.
Okay. That sounds good. All right, gentlemen, I'm ready. How do you want to deploy?
Okay, we have a little thing in Rogue One chat where we put little colored dots.
Okay.
We're going to go off that. The bright red dot are Dare to Die Corps, which will be 3 rifles who will wait for the doors to open and then immediately pour as much fire in as they can and then pray and run away and hope they don't die, because they're probably going to die. Green is rifles who are meant to hold the edge of the platform. They're going to stand and fight at their positions. And in blue, we have machine gunners, the 2 heavy repeater lasers.
Okay, so blues, machine gunner.
Who will ideally fight and kill for the rebellion, not die.
Where will you be?
Oh, we will be the green marker on the bottom left, or the commander, since we're sort of the schizophrenic voices in his head right now.
Okay.
It's combat fatigue, you know, to be expected in a rebellion like this.
Yes. Okay, and did you want to set the explosive charges?
Once we're positioned at the dots, yes, but I'm imagining that's not going to take too long.
Yeah, it won't take long to get positioned. 1, 2. I think you're missing a few dots. Oh no, I'll put one over here. 1 red here. Okay, I think I got you.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Can't wait to see how this goes.
Oh, so
good luck with the space battle.
Yeah, thank you. So sorry. So on Rogue One, I wrote. There's a thing about the actions. So you guys, have you seen the movie Rogue One?
I have, but a while ago.
Okay, no worries. So there are Cassian, Jin, and K2S, the main characters. They went inside the Citadel and are trying to retrieve the plans. You guys are outside making the distraction, just trying to stay alive.
Right.
But you are going to roll for them to see how successful they are, and there's a number of things they need to do before your mission's complete. So you need to roll a d6 to see if you can complete each step. The first step is to find a map. So I need one of you to roll a d6 and tell me What you got?
Do
I
both
don't
of
have
us
a camera, so you're gonna have to take my word for this. Wait a minute, I do have a camera. Hold on, hold on,
No,
hold
it's
on.
I'll take your word for it. Just one of you.
Okay, actually, 1 second. I have my D&D dice here. We got 2, so
Okay, so
probably not a great start.
not successful to start off with. That's all right. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
All right, Prussian Blue, you are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I need to add you to this. Hold on. Okay.
If I will assign James, if I will assign him on a command, would he actually be deployed on the map and he will see the map and be in separate channel, or he will stay with me?
Sorry, ask that one more time.
If I will give a command to Prussian Blue, would he be separated with me? I mean, separated from me
Right
from this
now, you
channel.
guys are together. My goal, you should stay together the whole time. You're kind of making joint decisions, really.
Okay.
So I think ARP gave you an update. So your forces you sent out to points A and B on the map, they say they've arrived, and they haven't encountered any enemy forces at all. And I think you said to
Yeah,
just wait.
yeah, Arb didn't just previous turn, I guess. He said that nothing happened as well, so there's other orders, I think. For now, I have a question. Which is the turn pace for this game if we're gonna make a joint decisions? Like, how long it will take between the turns?
Each turn's like 1 to 2 minutes.
No.
Okay. Could AT-AT access any point on the map, or they need to just wait before getting inside the base or something like that?
They can walk to any point on the map.
Okay.
Can we? So I see that we have individual TIE fighters assigned to individual commands. Is there a way to shift them around during the battle and concentrate them?
Yep.
James?
Yeah, can you hear me? I said yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that. You didn't light up either. My bad. And so we can do that with. It won't take like. Will it take extra time or something, or can we just call them in wherever?
I mean, yeah, you got comm links, so you can call them and tell them to gather at some point.
Okay, that's cool.
So right now, no change in your deployment plans or anything?
No. So any changes? I don't see anything in the sky, right?
No. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Thank
seems
you.
fine.
All right. Let me share my screen for you guys. Let me know once you can see it.
1 moment. There we go.
All right. So your
Okay.
troopers have spread out, I think, as you had directed. So you got a guy over here, another one over here, another one over here, behind that shuttle, and then all along here, hidden behind the crates and whatnot.
Yep.
You can hear TIE fighters flying around, going to the other landing pads
No.
further east, but none have come to you, and there are no troopers so far have arrived at your landing pad.
Mildly concerning.
You do. I don't know, what would you see? It's kind of hard to see through the trees, but you do see some activity over at the landing pad, the next landing pad over.
Gotcha. Do we have any troops there at all, or is that just?
You do not. So you have the charge set there. Oh, by the way, your charges have gone off.
Yeah.
Exploded. So that's when the TIE fighters started coming out. So yeah, your whole crew's right here at this landing pad.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna hunker down and wait. Actually, see that rifleman next to the machine gunner on the left?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's the sergeant model.
That's you.
Yeah, we're gonna go behind that big tall box and let the gunner take that entire position, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that box over there. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay.
So the gunner isn't an obvious target, or as obvious a target.
All right. Got it. Thank you.
All right. I think that's it.
How's it going in space?
Yeah, we've just moved everything. Do you want me to do screenshots for the rebels, and you do for
the
Imperials?
alliance? Are we splitting the players up into channels, James? At all?
No, not at all. They'll stay grouped as they are.
Okay. So I just go share screen for the I'm doing the Imperial, aren't I? And you're doing the rebels. All right, Gwen, I'm going to.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't move anything until. I just actually any problem is if I show that if I'm showing at the same time as you, that they'll see if you're moving stuff. So might have to remember.
Sure.
All right. Well, I guess once stuff gets through the shield gate, just let me know what got through.
Well, we've got X-wings literally on it right now.
Okay.
So, but nothing's gone through it as such.
But they'll probably get through it. At least some of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
TIE fighter, which actually was in Scarif.
Oh, it's the weird-looking TIE fighters. Okay,
Yes.
like the horizontal ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the horizontal. It's the flat TIE fighter. Okay, yeah, the atmospheric TIE fighter. There you go. No, is there an update?
Yes. Hello. So, your TIE fighters, you can see them from the top of your command post in the top of the tower, are flying around, supporting your ground units at 12 and 13. Again, 12 and 13 report no activity, but your TIE fighters and your radar techs report, first of all, that X-wings have been spotted coming through the shield gate and are entering the atmosphere, and then some of the TIE fighters report activity at landing pad 10.
Okay, do we give orders now, or do we have some time to think about it?
You've got time if you need it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need time.
Yeah, let's think about this. I think we should start pulling the guys at 13 and 12 back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we need to actually mount up the command C, because it will take one or two turns while they will get on the AT-AT, and then also 1 or 2 turns while they will disembark and travel.
What do you think we should do with the TIE fighters? I think we should group them up and to fight the X-wings, because isn't that like the only way a TIE fighter can fight an X-wing, just grouped up?
I guess. We have 5 of them, so we need to at least starting to group them up. And where you want to group them up at G, Command G, or
Let's group them up. It doesn't really matter since
Yeah.
we should try to intercept the X-wings with them, because like you said, we're going to be mounting our guys up into AT-ATs, and we don't want them to get strafed by X-wings. Yeah. So we should try to just basically have our TIE fighters stop X-wings from doing that. And if we can if we were to spread our TIE fighters up, I think they would just get taken out one-on-one by the X-wings. So I say we group them up at C and give them orders to just gang up on any X-wing that that comes close enough, I guess. Do you think that's gonna work?
Yes, I think at least we will group them up at C and to support them. About 12 and 13, I'm not sure right now should we actually get the mount people in, because the rebel might land there as well. Still, there is a chance. We don't know for sure, but
let's start having them walk. Like, we don't want them mounting up right at the landing pad in case the rebels suddenly land. But let's just start them walking away from the pads. How about that? And we can have them mount up like a safe distance away.
But they won't be able to report, I guess, activity on the site.
Okay, so you think we should leave them there?
At least, like, last turn we're leaving them there, and then we will move them up. So, command, James?
Okay, yeah, let's do it like that.
We will concentrate all of our TIE fighters over Command C to protect them, while Command C will mount up on the AT-AT and march toward Command G. And, well, that's about it, I guess.
So sorry, I'm gotta remind myself. So Command C is going where?
You can join the stream and see everything on the stream if you want.
Yeah, that's fine. So Command C is going where G is.
Yeah.
And G is doing what at the moment?
Taking positions and not opposing rebels. Yes, only if their AT-AT can shoot at the landing site or something like that.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
They're not attacking, they're just holding positions right now. I'm waiting for reinforcement.
Alright, thank you.
Wing groups trying to circle round, and they have dispatched 2 squadrons of X-fighters to try and escort them, but I don't necessarily think they're going to catch them up. And then he wants the entirety of the rest of the fleet to move forwards with the remaining X-wings as a screen. And basically this center group is just basically rushing to get through the gate.
Yep, and they've ordered the gate closed, whether they can or not. Actually, I want to do movement now as we're doing it as we're there.
And you've got your you've definitely got your measuring stick to grid, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, I have.
Have ships made it through the gate yet?
So
we're just deciding on that.
They were going to do it this turn. So, yeah. So they've ordered the gate closed, but as we said before, so there's going to be an X-wing who's going to get through, and we said a Y-wing, didn't we? It's going to get through.
Okay. What about any U-wings?
Well, they've got time to do it, but they've also launched fighters. So it's up to you, really, how you want to do it. Do you want to put all the U-wings through, and then maybe the transport crashes into it?
Yeah, we can do that.
So the 1 X-wing, 1 Y-wing, and the 2 U-wings all make it inside, and then that crashes in and is destroyed. So they've launched the 5 squadrons here. The one question I've got, Jay, in terms of the is there a limit to the number of TIE fighters and interceptors, etc., that they can launch?
Yes.
Is that in their plan?
Yeah,
So
they were
they've already
told.
launched 8 TIE fighters. So how many can they launch?
So there's 10 total between the. There's 14 total between the shield gate. Sorry, 15 total between the shield gate and the.
Okay, so that's 2 more. Right, okay, so that makes 12. And the rest of us are going to be interceptors then. So after that, they've got how many interceptors?
No, I lied. Okay, let me share this with you. Make your lives easier. I'll put it in the Umpire channel. Star Wars Umpires.
Where has it gone to?
Okay, so there's 2 Star Destroyers, 20
20. Got
20
it.
TIE
Okay.
fighter squadrons, 4
24.
interceptors, 8 bombers, and then 5 squadrons coming from the shield gate itself. So 25 total TIE fighter squadrons.
Fabulous. Okay. That makes life easier. Let's get rid of that. So, clone. So that's 8, 12, so that's 16.
Okay,
So these guys are going to.
Oh, came in the wrong one. My bad. All right, gentlemen.
Hello.
Some good news. You over your radio, you hear Blue Squadron, X-wing Squadron calling in, and they say that they've made it through the shield gate and are coming down to the Citadel to support you.
Yeah.
There's a Y-wing squadron with them as well, and 2 U-wings with additional Marines
Oh, okay.
coming. So you got reinforcements on the way. Let me share my screen.
Already.
On less positive news, you do see there's an AT-AT walking towards you in the distance.
Mild concern, yes.
Mild concern, but at the moment it's stopped where it's at. So it's not moving any more forward for some reason.
Okay.
You can also
We have a radio, yeah?
you do have a radio. You can see TIE fighters are experimental air fighters are flying around, but they're starting to go up and intercept your X-wings. And then it's time for another D6 roll to see if you can find that map.
Oh, yes. 4.
Okay, so you successfully find the map. So next you'll need to locate the archives, but that'll be the next turn.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so any orders from you?
Yeah, can we say on the radio to ask the Y-Wings if they have any opportunity to bomb out? I think the Y-Wings are the bombers, if I remember my lore. To bomb out that walker before it is on top of us?
Sure, you can radio that out.
Alright.
Okay. Sounds good, thank you. Alright. Your TIE fighters have acknowledged your orders and are moving to intercept the incoming X-wings. They report there's also a squadron of Y-wing bombers behind them, as well as some U-wings all coming through the shield gate before it was closed. Your AT-AT in Group G has reported spotting rebel soldiers on landing pad 10. So I gotta remind myself all the numbers. Yep, that's it.
Nothing else?
Nope.
So just how many rebel starfighters do our X-Wings report?
8.
Oh. Huh.
How many bombers?
3.
Did you? 3 bombers.
3 bombers, 5 X-wings. That's hardly ideal.
Yep. Also,
could we ask for?
Oh,
Go on.
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Your Group C's reported that they've joined with Group G.
Oh, they did?
Yep.
Okay, that's good. I don't think we need to do anything this turn. What do you think?
I mean, we need to disembark Group C from AT-AT and spread them not spread them out, but cover the flanks of Group G or mount up on the flanks, just not. It's
yeah, they shouldn't just sit in the AT-AT. Hopefully, right?
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, we just disembarked them.
Yeah, we disembarked them, of course.
Okay. Are they to attack the landing pad or stay where they're at?
Not yet, I think. What do you think?
Once Group B and Group C will be some kind of battle formation or ready to attack, I think they can start attacking landing pad 10, like landing point 10 together.
I think at this point we should start pulling back the guys from A and B.
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine. So, James, our orders is to, as we mentioned, to prepare Group J and C for attack on landing point 10 by actually. Yes, it's close enough. We'll disembark the soldiers and prepare them for attack next turn.
I have a question real quick. Do these TIE fighters have ground attack capability aside from like strafing with lasers?
No, just the lasers.
Okay.
Then Group A and B should mount up on AT-ATs and move to headquarters, kind of, to Command B, I guess. I mean, actually, no. Command B will move to headquarters, and Command A will move towards Command G, and then I will wait to report on them once they will arrive at that place.
That's a good idea. Sending B to headquarters, I think. That's a really good idea.
That's, I guess, all of our orders for now. The TIE fighters will just cover our troops.
Okay.
They're not really to intercept something until the rebels will make the attempt to attack.
How much? So all your command groups are. You have like four squads of stormtroopers. How many stormtroopers do you have in a squad?
10.
10. Okay.
I mean, it's supposed to be 10 because we have 208 troopers of different ranges, I guess. Yes, should be 10 troopers per squad.
Okay. Got it. All right, thank you.
So,
and then this thing's firing too. I think it's in range.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely in range. So that's.
We should definitely be in range now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So,
that makes sense.
This rolls.
We're getting there. Yeah, I've got it.
This
We're getting there,
rolls.
James. I had made a mistake, but we've sort
Alright.
it out. Fortunately, I was looking at the movement dice as the number of dice we rolled, which kind of made it a rather large number of dice.
Okay.
And I'd forgotten. I think
Each state reduction for a fighter squadron is minus the attack dice roll. So immediately this one's cancelled out, and this one becomes a 1. So that corvette, if it's firing at 4 squadrons of TIE fighters, that 5 becomes a 1. And we just get rid of that. And then I've got a 1 and a 2.
Okay. So I've done the damage on them firing at you. So so the TIE fighters go down.
Alright, hello.
Hello.
Alright. Good bit happened. So the AT-AT that you saw, let me share my screen. The AT-AT that you saw disembarked several troopers, and they are now moving through the woods towards you over here to the east of the track. And
Hold on, sorry.
but then you saw your Y-wings and then some X-wings came in and shot it down and destroyed the AT-AT. There's Discord's being dumb. Alright, I'm back. Discord issue. There's a second AT-AT coming up. The U-wings that got through the shield gate, they're asking where you want them to disembark the troops.
Oh, yes, that would be good for them to know, wouldn't it? Have them, if it's possible, just since it seems the enemy is not yet actually on top of us, have them disembark on the landing pad, and those new troops will fall in to the woods on the flanks, equal in division number, fall into the woods on the flanks and wait to replace units that fall who are on the battle line. That makes sense.
Okay. And then I need a D6 roll for the next phase.
Oh, yes. Hold on.
So you gotta locate the archives.
Oh, fucking kidding me. I got a 1.
Oh, okay. Not successful. That's alright. It's gonna take a little bit longer.
Yeah, well, already, they're not on us yet, so...
True, you've been given extra time. Alright, thank you.
Nice. Okay. So it's just the fighters over here, isn't it?
Well, no, because this guy, according to this, rolled an 11. So, and he's shooting at these, and then this guy rolled a 6, and he's shooting at these, and then maybe this...
Okay, they're not cumulative dice. They're each dice is individual. Do you see what I mean? So you've got to score on... Was it you have to score hits on 4 plus? I can't get the flipping rules up. It's really annoying. My tablet
damage.
will not
A roll of 4 or higher counts as 1 hit.
Yeah, so each dice is individual.
Yeah.
So for squadrons of 3. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
So if there's 3 attack dice, you roll them. However many 4s are high, or how many are higher than 4, that's how many hits you get.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that guy hits twice. This guy hits once, and this guy hits twice. And he can only shoot them over there.
Correct. Yeah. So I've done these guys here. This one here, I've taken off this one already, and that guy's got 1 hit. So that's
I'll take. Okay.
Oh, you did it
I've done it already. Okay. That makes perfect sense. All right.
So it's just
he rolled a 3, so he missed, and then he rolled a 1, so he missed.
They've got 2 dice though.
Well, I won't try it. That's a 4. Oh no,
You got 1 hit
that's
as
a
well.
5. Okay, that's that.
So he's down. And 1.
Oh.
And what about the big ships? There should be.
Yeah.
Hello, gentlemen.
Well,
Alright, so, some news and updates. Let's see. So your AT-AT at G reports they were able to disembark the troopers, but then an X-wing and a Y-wing...
James, you cut up. My headphones dying. Sorry, I will be back in a second.
Okay. wait and see. Hey Janet, I'm in the game. I need you to shut the door and not be loud. Go.
I'm alive.
Yeah, I guess we'll just go.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Thank you. So, AT-AT and the Command GC, what do they see?
Sorry, so they disembarked their troops. They were attacked by an X-wing and Y-wing and destroyed. The second AT-AT from Group C is arriving now. The TIE fighters report they did manage to shoot down one X-wing. And then from the tower you can see the U-wings have landed and seem to be disembarking troops at platform 10.
So, which command was its AT-AT again?
G.
Okay.
G? You mean what? Command G?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's a shame, but we've got 2 more on the way.
And Command C they just only arrived, they only started disembarking troops, right?
C's arrived. Well, C arrived as in disembarking. Yeah, G disembarked their troops. Yep.
And all the command and the command A E command E, did they also have the troops inside AT-AT?
Yep.
And command E?
Yeah, if that's how you wanted it to be.
Okay, for command E, I want to disembark troops right now. For a command A just moving along.
Okay.
Right now, command B also supposed to just move. Yeah, only command E disembarking their stormtroopers on the place and taking defensive positions.
Okay.
The commands J and C should launch an attack towards landing site 10.
Okay, launch an attack.
While command G... No. They will support them as well if they will be arrived. Not even disembarking troops. Just straight ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Alright, gentlemen, let me share my screen.
Hello, hello.
Alright, so one of the U-wings has landed, and the troops on board have disembarked. Your scout over here... No, I can't get his name. Anyway, the one over there yells out that the stormtroopers are coming in through the trees over here. You can see more AT-ATs arriving in the distance, heading your way. There's a fierce firefight in the skies above between the X-wings and the TIE fighters. The other U-wing's about to land as well.
Alright, I think all we can do is send the new guys into the woods on the flank. No, actually, Anub, what do you think of sending them towards the AT-ATs?
1 second. Where did you say the stormtroopers were coming from?
In the direction of where the AT-ATs are.
Okay. So I guess the flanking force is useless now, but if they're coming into the forest...
Here's what I'm thinking. If we have the new guys who just landed, we can send them into the woods on the right side of this little screen here, and they can screen the infantry that comes in with the AT-ATs, and I don't know what we'll do about the AT-ATs besides pray. Okay. Does that sound good, James? We're going to send the new guys under command of whoever the fuck is in command of that section of them into the forest on the right side of the bunker and have them try and pick off the infantry surrounding the AT-ATs the best they can.
Okay. Thank you.
I have a question from the Imperium. Can they tractor beam the corvettes?
They'd have to be disabled. I don't have rules for it.
Okay. So exactly. I'm thinking. I know you're not going to have rules for this, but it was a question they asked. So
they can.
So I just could tell him.
If they're disabled already.
Should we say if they? Yeah, or down to one movement if they're going really.
Yeah, for whatever
slow,
reason.
then they can do it. So, but if the normal speed they can't. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. I'll go. Good. Okay. So they want for you, James, the ground forces to send a message, unless you want me to go and deliver it, just to tell them how that there's some of the fighters did get through the gate and that the gate's been turned off. Do you want me to go and let Krennic and myself?
Go ahead and hop to them and let them know. Will you shut the door, Jenna?
Cool, I'll let them know.
It's actually other players, like from the
By the way,
space sector.
So each platform has like a track train that goes to and from it very quickly. You can use that to go quickly from like to bring A and B back to the center and then out to where landing pad 10 is. It'll just be arriving at the end of the track. If you want to do that. What, Gideon?
Yes, actually I want to do this if it's intact, because for command B it will be straightest way to get into HQ, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You shut the door. Go shut the door.
And for command A, well, are they? We don't know where they exactly right now, right?
A?
James?
Sorry, what was the question?
Do we know where command A is currently moving?
A is coming back, and then whether it's on the track or walking, that's up to you, I guess.
I mean, are they halfway or they're kinda too far or too close, and just from 2 point G where I send them, or I don't know this information yet.
Hmm.
I mean, I want them to use the fastest way, so I guess tracks. But okay, what about Command J and C? Did they started the attack on rebels, or
Yeah,
it's
if
not
you
yet started?
wanted, even though you guys are in the tower, I can give you a first-person point of view to kind of direct things there if you wanted. Would you like that?
Yes, definitely. But it would I receive like stuff?
So,
Sorry,
uh,
I can.
Oh.
Group G is advancing on the platform. It looks like one of the U-wings has landed there and is disembarking forces. The rebels are arrayed around the cargo there. Group C's AT-AT is arriving now. And then your stormtroopers are moving up to the woods, or jungle, but they're coming under heavy fire.
Huh.
So
How
it's-
many rebels do they estimate are on the platform right now?
50 to 100.
Oh.
It's only Command J, right? Right now, or Command C as well. Like both commands again.
This is G, the infantry from G right now. C's kind of behind here, and this is C's AT-AT.
And C infantry in AT, or they're lagging behind?
They're behind.
Okay. You have 80 troopers attacking with one AT-AT, I guess. Okay, that's fine right now.
And your TIE fighters
Could
are
we
still
somehow
dogfighting with the X-wings in the skies as well.
Okay, can we give any order to direct the combat, or it's just
Yeah, you can. And don't forget, Krennic, you've got your Death Troopers as well that you can deploy.
I guess I will hold them for now, since... So, the tactical orders will be for the troopers like AT-AT to ambush enemy infantry, their other guns, while the commands will get in positions in the woods and also will start attack head-on the rebel positions.
Okay.
I think there might just be actually too many rebels.
Sorry.
But,
Dave, I moved that already. It's alright.
Oh, right, okay.
It's okay. I just thought I'd help you out as you're doing your movement or the other stuff. I just moved that one.
Yeah.
So all my movement.
All right, gentlemen.
Hello.
Let me share my screen. Before I forget, let's go ahead and do the dice roll to see if you can locate the archives.
Say again?
Give me a D6 dice roll.
Yep.
You gotta get 4 or higher.
We got a 4.
Woo! Alright.
So I didn't get a fucking 1 this time.
So you've located the archives.
Pardon my language, sorry. Okay, yes.
Alright, so
And
your second U-wing...
why are things on fire?
The jungle's on fire. The second U-wings landed and disembarked their troops. The other troops went into the forest. You can barely see them here, kind of hidden amongst the trees, but they are firing with the stormtroopers, which are coming up the beaches. You can kind of see them through there, followed closely behind by AT-ATs.
Oh, Lord above. I'm going to radio in, I think, about the other AT-ATs and ask if there's any support we can have. We have no weapons, I don't think, that can take care of these, and I'm going to send the newly disembarked soldiers to the right flank, or just in reserve of the soldiers in the forest. And I think, Anub, do you want to go with them since the bunker, if they come out of the bunker, it's a static firefight. We either win it or we lose it. Over there, I think is where we need to be. Do you agree?
Yeah. Where
Okay.
where did we need to go again? Sorry.
Into the forest, yeah.
All right, I'll go into the forest.
Yep, I will as well. And yeah, so we'll go with those reinforcements as they go, and then we'll micro the troops once we get up there. But do remind them to stay as dispersed as possible so we don't get hit by a shell by the AT-ATs.
Okay.
That would suck.
One other thing you can do is have Rook, Bodhi Rook, the pilot, send a radio message to confuse the command, because he's got a shuttle that can confuse them. So if you want a message to be sent, you can do that.
To whom? Wait, to the enemy's walkers?
The enemy command forces, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say, will they know it's from us though, or no?
No.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to say we've got contact. Let me look at the map real quick.
Why don't you write it down in Rogue One?
I will.
Okay, sounds good.
And we're on 10. We're on pad 10 right now, yes?
You're on pad 10.
Okay.
Bodhi's on pad 9. That's where you landed. Okay.
You right, James?
What's that?
You said you okay?
I'm doing good.
Good.
How's the space battle coming?
We're getting ourselves, we're finally getting ourselves organised.
Okay.
So for the
ouch
gunship, the defense is the life, right?
Yeah, hit points. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Nope. Oh, it's a terrible shot. Missed all of them. 2, 3, 4. So. These Corvettes are taking a pounding from the TIE fighters.
On the right side, these Corvettes are being absolute heroes. They're just shooting down TIE fighters.
Are they
left, right, and center?
Are they trying to take out the shield, or are they trying to deactivate a destroyer at all?
Not yet, no. Not that I've heard. Well, actually, I'm not doing the rebel side, to be fair.
They do want to shoot at the ring when the armored cruiser is in range, and he is, using he's using his transports as flak against some of these TIE fighters. But this right-hand group is destroying TIE fighters left, right, and center. It's quite hilarious, actually.
So Dave, make sure they know that their Y-wings have the ion cannons that can disable the Star Destroyers, and they can attempt the movie thing where they knock it out and then push it into the shield.
We have our first exploding ship. One of the gunships went down, got completely. So on this side, it's going the opposite way. Alright, so fire back is. Nope. Jesus, double one. 2 hits. Got 1 hit. So the cruiser wanted to fire on the gate, didn't you say, didn't you? So
yeah, the armored cruiser, yeah.
2. That means that's gone down to 48 hit points then from a whopping 50. That's going to take it a fair old amount of time to do that.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So I'll share my screen again. All right. Most of your TIE fighters have been shot down by the enemy X-Wings. They did manage to down another X-Wing and a Y-Wing, but the enemy has air superiority for the most part, and they use that to take out another AT-AT, as you can see here. So this is your third AT-AT we're looking from. Group G is now almost on top of the landing pad and exchanging heavy fire with the rebels. Group C is moving in. You do get a report from a shuttle on landing pad 11. They report that they're taking flanking fire and that they have a repeater over there.
I'm sorry, on the pad 11, do I have any troops on the pad 11?
No. Let me check. This came from a shuttle, one of the shuttle pilots that was on the pad. Let me see.
A
So we
shuttle
did actually-
pilot.
We captured a rebel or what? Or
There are no shuttles in our order of battle.
No,
yes.
well, not in your order of battle, but it's like because you've got shuttles landing on the landing pads
Uh-huh.
the whole time.
It's like okay, I get it.
It's one of your transport
Hmm.
shuttle pilots is
Mhm.
reporting in that they're taking fire.
And they just taking fire on the ground, or
Yeah, they're on the ground.
okay, I guess. Other like is this AT-AT from Group A, right?
Yep.
I will order them to disembark troops. And also, could the troops use the truck, or only AT-AT using a truck?
A truck?
The big thing, which right side, don't move
The track?
anything, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
only it's for people, not vehicles.
Oh.
And we see the group C actually storming the landing zone.
Correct.
Group
Well,
or
G's storming it now. C is
Mhm.
close at hand behind them.
Okay, they will support them in. Group A to disembark troops. And wait, isn't the Group A supposed to have a 2 AT-AT?
Let me check. Yep.
And it's just not on the screenshot, right?
It's just not on the screenshot.
Hmm.
Well, the AT-AT which have troops will land them, and others will just proceed, I guess, with their completing orders.
Yeah. So we don't have any more not X-wings. We don't have any more TIE fighters left.
No.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Remind me,
Shut down.
did you have anyone on the tracks?
I did order last turn Command B to use tracks to get faster to the headquarters.
Okay. So they'll be at the they're at the headquarters now. Did you want them to go somewhere else?
Not yet. No, I don't want to use them anywhere yet. They will just be representative each other's turn. Yeah, the two options. Well, the group A, J, and C combined, and now it's called Group A. Group A will continue to clear up landing zone, supported by AT-AT, which will complete the landing of troops they had. And that's all.
Okay. Thanks.
James.
Yep.
Quick question. So, as long as we get this right, so fighters and capital ships firing each other only really hit on sixes. Then
That's correct.
is that right?
Mhm.
Fantastic. We're not as dumb as we look. That's been destroyed as well. Clone. And we've decided. Is the capital ships beside the frigates and the armored cruiser that's classed as capital ships and not the corvettes? Well, it's going to have to be that now because we're doing it wrong if we have.
I think
I wouldn't class a Corvette as a capital ship.
the Corvette's not. You could probably call the Nebulon B frigates a capital ship. It's kind of
Okay.
on the
Yeah,
verge.
that's kind of
Yeah,
what
yeah,
we did.
yeah. That's exactly what we did.
Okay, we're good then.
Yeah. We're good.
All right.
All right.
All right, gentlemen.
Hello?
So
Did AT-AT step on us?
not yet.
Not yet.
So you've lost 4 troopers so far.
Oh.
The stormtroopers are. Let's see, where are you at now? You're over here. You're behind these things. So the stormtroopers are getting very close.
Concerning.
One of the AT-ATs was shot down. Your X-wings report that they managed to kill almost all the TIE fighters. There weren't that many defending the area, and so they've kind of got free reign. So they managed to shoot down another AT-AT, but there's a second one looming above the trees. Bodhi sends out his fake message, which
all right. Hopefully they divert their forces for that.
Diverts their forces a little bit. Let's go ahead and have your D6 roll to see if you can do the next thing.
Oh yeah, hold on. 6. Okay.
All right. So
I think we pass.
I forget which one you're on. You've done 2 already, so that was retrieving data.
Yes.
Okay, so now you have the plans for the Death Star, but they cannot be transmitted unless the planetary shield is down. They can't be transmitted to the fleet above.
Okay.
So you need.
Can I radio to the fleet?
Well, yes, but you need to use the communications tower at Pad 9 to do so. So the shuttle needs to be hooked up to it.
So we need to fight our way back to Pad 9.
Well, not necessarily. He can do it by himself, but that'll just be another D6 roll to see if he can do it.
Gotcha. Never mind. Can I radio to the fleet just to ask them what's their sit rep, or no? That also has to be the shuttle.
Yeah, because you're unable to communicate with them at all because the shield at the moment.
Right. All right.
So, what are your orders?
What are our orders? That's a good question. Since it doesn't seem they're going to be coming out that main blast door, take all of the arrived forces, and hopefully that other AT-AT will be down next turn, given how we've had luck with the air. See those guys on the right side in the woods?
Mm-hmm.
Send them tromping into the woods in like a countercharge and see if they can set up around the flames and just, shoot as much as they can. And get that guy standing next to the bunker on the left of the bunker, right of it from our perspective. You can see him in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
Have him just remind him to turn around so he doesn't get shot in the ass. No, yeah, that guy. Yeah.
You want these two?
I'm less worried about them coming from the bunker.
You want these two to come forward and support?
No, they're going to stay there just in case. They're going to stay there just in case. Is there still guys on top of the landing pad?
Let me back up.
I'll check behind me real quick.
There's these guys have kind of taken cover.
Oh yeah, but they're still fighting, so there's no reserve. Okay, very well. Then we'll keep shooting and pray.
Got it. All right.
Oh boy, that one just ship fast.
How's it going with you, James?
It's going good. I'm having to drive the story. I'm having to railroad a little bit. That's all right.
Whoop.
The Empire has been very cautious.
Yeah. I got that impression actually when I was taking his first orders. He was being very, very cautious.
Which is allowing rebels plenty of time to get their stuff done, but it's all right. Let's see.
Dave's it's quite interesting doing it with Dave because he's doing he's doing it good, but he's kind of not used. I think to the pace that you normally set, or we normally do when we're doing the live games in the morning, or for morning for me, your evening.
He's shooting the breeze a bit
which is
more.
understandable. So he's going at a more, and a bit more state pace.
That's all right. I think that's.
It's not a criticism of him. It's just interesting to see the difference. I'm thinking, all right, got to get on, because normally that's what we're doing. It,
Yeah.
In the battles in the morning, for me.
It's true. I'll be back. Hello.
We are ready to receive our report.
Alright, so... Oh, that didn't work. So, the commander of the infantry in Group G reports... Oh, hold on.
All good. All fine.
I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, so Group G reports that they've taken heavy casualties and have fallen back and are now with Group C, which is moving up. The two AT-ATs of Group A are arriving and blasting the landing pad and all the rebels around it. Fortunately, the X-Wings and U-Wings weren't able to take them down this turn.
Did they disembark the infantry?
What's that?
Did they disembark their infantry?
They're about to. They were going to do it once they're on land.
I think they should do it as soon as possible, even if they're in the shallow. So, you know what? Maybe the shore troopers can walk knee deep in water. I think it's a preferable alternative to blowing up with an AT-AT, is what I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. That's true.
And it's like a choice between having to dry your socks after the battle or just being burned to a crisp in an exploding AT-AT. I think the former is preferable to the latter.
The boys should have good swimming.
Yeah, they're short troopers, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so they will do that. Are you sending anything to pad 11?
I don't think we should for now.
Yeah, I kind of
so
agree.
What's happening at pad 11? Could you remind me?
Yeah, so that shuttle pilot is saying that pad 11's under attack. He's getting,
where from?
all he said was flanking fire.
Okay. I mean, that doesn't really matter to us.
Well, at least we know that there is something happening. Already big achievement.
Yeah.
We just need to hold our choke points and concentrate forces before sending them in.
Yeah. So how many TIE fighters do we have left again? Do we have any?
No, they're all gone now.
They're all gone? Fuck.
Oh no. Oh no.
Can we send a call up to the Navy and be like, hey guys, can you help with our X-Wing situation? Can you do anything?
Go ahead and...
First of all, we just...
You can type it
James,
in the planning channel, whatever message you want to send to them.
Okay, I'm gonna say here, hey Navy, we have a bit
Little
of
problem.
an X-wing situation down here. Can you help?
Hello.
Hello. Alright, so the X-Wings and U-Wings and Y-Wings were unable to take down the two AT-ATs this turn, which are getting dangerously close and starting to fire at you onto the platform. You've lost two more troopers that you sent ahead into the woods. The first wave of stormtroopers, a lot of them were mowed down and the rest have fallen back, but there's a second wave coming. And your troopers are starting to flee the woods or the jungle because they're not going to just stand there and get stomped by the AT-AT. So everyone's kind of starting to run back.
Yeah, fair enough. It seems they did not take the bait and send their armored vehicles over. We're going to have, I think, everyone fall back to the platform and set up defenses in like a semicircle where there's the barricades, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So like, yeah, you get the idea. Fall back into the defenses. I will gloriously stand until the last men are out of the woods or dead, just to make a point. But then I'll quickly fall back if we have smoke grenades or anything. Pop them. Quickly fall back and organize. Keep everyone from falling away from the platform further, and remind them that our backs are to the sea here.
You can walk in the water though.
And that the fate of the entire planet lies in getting these plans out to our allies. So, do I roll a die?
Yeah, I need a D6 roll from you as well.
Ooh, 3. It's a 4 up, right?
Yeah.
So nothing happens if I get a 3. Damn, okay. Oh, man.
Okay.
Perfectly.
I'm here.
Okie dokie. So, the narrative moment. So, the two destroyers focus fire on the cruiser, and they've done enough damage to destroy it this turn. So, and the persecutor is kind of just coming round. He wants to block fire from the army cruiser against the gate. So my thoughts are that it comes round, this crashes into it as it's being destroyed, and then that forces it onto the gate, which destroys the gate. It may not destroy the destroyer completely, but it ends up destroying the gate, and that you get your narrative moment for the destruction of the gate.
That sounds good. So this
Thoughts?
is the profundity that ends up crashing into it?
Was that the name of this armored cruiser?
Is that the big one?
The big one, yeah. So that would be destroyed because it's been literally so much damage. So basically, as it's being destroyed, the bulk of it comes forward and crashes into that, and then that forces it on.
Yeah, I like that. That
sounds
good.
So a whole lot of them kind of it swings around and kind of karate chops the gate as it swings around, maybe that kind of thing.
Yeah, that works.
Cool.
Right, so that's a hit.
Okay.
Oh, he's dead.
And that was it.
Fire.
I've lost it all. I was hoping that the fires would go on top of the ship, but they won't. It's a shame. Oh, they will. Oh no, they won't. Depends.
You gotta drop it just right. Or lock it in place.
Let's see if I can get him. No. Oh, never mind. Oh. Oops.
No.
I know.
You broke it.
Not a time to have a lag moment. Oops. Get out of the way. I wonder if we can just roll it back one turn.
That usually does it.
That's... Just reloading.
So did you do? So did you just roll? Oh, no, I'm going to do these flank ones for a bit, and then
you keep going. I'm sorting out my mess at the moment.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So. Oh, that's flipped over as well. Right. So, which side? What have you done so far, David? The ones that's over.
I've
you doing
done
this
the
one
one.
now?
I've done the yeah. I've done the ones on the left.
Hello.
Hello. Alright, before I forget, give me a d6 roll. Who's rolling for me?
Oh, sorry. Roll 4 this time.
Yay. Alright, so Bodhi, the pilot, reports that he was able to connect to the communications tower, but to transmit the message, he needs to flip the master switch, and right as he's telling you this, he dies. It blows up.
Concerning, mildly.
So, someone else is going to have to go flip the switch in landing pad 9. You can decide who to send.
Okay. I'm gonna send 2 of our rifles if we can, just a pair of them.
Okay.
To see if they can't dash over. Well, actually, do we know how he died, or he just exploded? We don't know.
You don't know how or why.
We'll send 2 rifles and a machine gun from the original section, if there's any survivors, to go check out what's happening over there, flip the switch, and then get out alive if they can.
Alright.
This is a suicide mission, isn't it? Jesus Christ, we're not getting out of here.
Have you seen the movie?
No. I mean, yes, but a while ago. I'm pretty sure if this is the one I think it is, a lot of good Bothians or whatever died to get us this information, so...
Maybe. Alright, let me show myself.
I think that's us. I think we're the good soldiers here.
Alright, so some good news. Your X-Wings made another pass and managed to take out another AT-AT right on your pad and as you guys are running away from it. There are more shore troopers disembarking from the AT-ATs and coming in, and all your troops are kind of falling back to the other end of the landing pad in the woods.
Okay. This is suboptimal. Well, at least our right flank is somewhat secure, if only by virtue of the wreckage of the enemy vehicle. And it provides smoke and cover for us as to affect our withdrawal. So yeah, gather the 8 survivors, and we'll hold this landing pad to the last, I think, behind the barricades, as we were supposed to last turn. We can concentrate a little more on the left side of the barricade, since I think the right side is secure, due to the wreckage of the vehicle.
Got it, thank you.
Oh, wait, Anub? You're coming in as static, if you're trying to speak.
Yeah.
Type in the chat if you can, in Rogue One or in the sidebar.
First, though.
I mean, it's kind of too long. We need to act now because we're giving rebels time. Okay.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, Director Krennic and General Ramda. So,
oh yeah,
you managed to disembark your shore troopers. One of the AT-ATs again is knocked down.
It fell right on top of the platform.
Right on top of him on the platform. The rebels are falling back. Let's see.
Falling back where? To the island. Do they have anywhere to go?
Over this direction.
Sorry, which direction? I can't see.
Oh, in the direction of that shuttle up ahead.
Oh, okay.
That way. Your stormtroopers are moving in, still taking heavy casualties as they do so, but they are pushing in. You have a report from landing pad 9 from one of your officers over there that he's caught someone trying to connect to the communications network.
Oh God.
I guess
they're trying some sneaky stuff.
I guess it's a time to send the stormtroopers on their command.
We could send the Death Troopers there.
Yes.
It doesn't seem like there's like gonna be too many people at Site 9. What do you think? If we send like the Death Troopers, maybe they'll be able to take care of it?
Yes. And you mean Command P or just squad of Death Troopers?
Yeah, just send a squad of Death Troopers over there to check it out, and like we'll send them more reinforcements if there are too many rebels. Like the Death Troopers are supposed to be really strong, right?
Yep.
And also kind of sneaky.
Yep.
I don't think about sneaky part, but
Strong.
okay, yes.
You know, because if I remember correctly, I think the Death Troopers are like kind of like special forces and work with Imperial intelligence sometimes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, so they can be kind of sneaky. As sneaky as a stormtrooper can be, I guess. Which is a very low bar, but you know, like you work with what you have.
So could I, as a commander of James, if I would send them, would I automatically will be moved with them, or it's just?
You can go with them, or you can stay here.
I will go with them basically at 9.
Oh, you'll go with them?
Yes.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Well, we will check it out.
You know what? I'll come with you. No, that's a horrible idea. We shouldn't do that. At least one of us should stay in Citadel if the other is going somewhere.
So, James, what do you will say on this?
Yeah, you can go with them. It's fine.
Okay. If you're gonna go with them, I think you should take like more than one squad. Like take the 2 stormtrooper squads. Is there any like qualitative difference between short troopers and Okay.
We will take Command B, and the whole Command B will just move to the track will move to the 9, and I will be with them while General Ramba will be present at headquarters.
Since only like infantry can move by track, can we take that AT-AT and send it to Command E, the AT-AT at the Citadel?
Send it where?
James?
Command E.
Yeah.
I mean, we can send the whole. Yeah, we'll just send.
Yeah, because like, you know. And yeah, that's about it. Do we have any like information from landing site 10 about how many rebels there are? Like now that we're fighting them.
They say they still estimate about 50 or so.
Okay.
Well, then all the troopers, like all the forces around path 10, landing site 10, they will continue to rest on and roll the rebels from the side.
Yeah, just keep attacking. You know, don't care about casualties, because if we lose, we're gonna get shot with the Death Star anyway, right? So.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Okay, thank you.
Right, okay. Right, loading these screenshots. Honestly, he must be having a whale of a time with with the ground battle.
Yeah, it's going interesting.
Who's win?
Well, the ground battle, I mean, the Imperials have overwhelming force, so it's more a matter of can they get their mission done in time before they all die. Hey, go shut the door. Shut the door.
Right, those screenshots is loading in. I'll give it a few seconds before I start jumping into their voice channel.
Gideon, go shut the door now.
Oh, you're recording it, but you're not publishing it yet? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm just recording it.
Okay. Come on, load in. Okay. I'm off.
Here we are.
Hello. Alright, so the 3 soldiers you sent to landing pad 9 are headed that way. You continue to exchange fire with the stormtroopers emerging from the smoke on the other side of the landing pad. To your right, oh, I have them nice and highlighted for you. There are, you hear word that there's shore troopers coming around on your right flank. Not firing yet. And then the X-Wings and U-Wings continue to lay down suppressive fire and take out stormtroopers from above. They're doing a lot of good work, but they just have a lot of numbers.
Okay, and we can't radio the above fleet.
Not till that master switch is flipped, which the 3 are doing. Oh, let me...
I think we're screwed.
Yeah.
Okay, orders are... How many people do you have? You're only 6 left.
You got... Well, there's those 3, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, 8 left. Okay. I'm gonna grab the repeater dude that was next to us and one other rifle from that middle section and bring them to the right to counterattack the shore landing party they've got heading our way.
Wait, so which ones did you want?
One. That's one of the guy who's in that on the left in that last one who had like the heavy cannon.
Yeah.
And then the rifleman. And then myself personally. And we're gonna go counter the shore landing party and pray.
Where'd you go? I can't find where you went.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't matter. You're in there somewhere.
Should we get shot? That would be very, very.
I may have accidentally made you one of the ones that got shot. I'm trying to find you. Or maybe I grabbed you to head to the landing pad. That might be the other thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yep, I grabbed the wrong one. That's why I couldn't find you. Okay. Thanks. Oh, give me a D6 roll.
Oh, yep. 4 again.
All right.
Okay. We're getting lucky.
So, the crew you sent to flip the master switch report that they were successful in doing so, but that they came under fire from death troopers, which landed nearby.
All right. I'm going to say give them orders to withdraw and just try and keep themselves alive. We're going to die. It doesn't matter. Fall back to the landing pad to assist in defending it.
Okay.
If they can. They probably can't, but whatever.
You are...
Die with that.
You are able to communicate with the fleet now. So you can
okay.
put a message in planning, I guess, to talk to them.
What's my name? Sergeant Melchi.
Arp, the shield is down now, right? Or is it almost down?
It's going to be down on this turn. So I'm going to say that they come round, it crashes into it, and they crash into the shield. Probably on this turn, it could be next. Yeah, because they want to open the shield anyway. So they want to open it, send a squadron of fighters. So it's actually going to be open this turn for enough time to let a squadron of interceptors through. So actually, if they want to send a message out, it probably might be fortuitous timing.
Yeah, actually, they're sending it now. They just got the communications up, so it is very good timing.
So it is going to be very good timing then, and it's going to be down, next turn, if not this turn. The crash is going to happen this turn, so I guess it'll be down permanently next turn.
Okay.
But fortuitously. So just to let you know, a squadron of interceptors are going to come through the gate on this turn to join the battle below.
TIE fighter interceptors?
TIE fighter, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's good to know. So they're coming through the gate this turn.
So they're coming through. Yeah, so they're going to open it, send them through, and then close it straight after them. And I kind of figured they'd have enough time to do that with so much chaos going on that nobody would probably even notice it happened to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But the crash is going to happen anyway, so no great shakes.
All right.
So.
One second. We can start with landing port platform 9. So Krennic and his death troopers have taken a shuttle and landed. They found 3 rebels crossing the platform and are engaged with them at the moment. One of the rebels, when they arrived, they found one of the rebels was trying to flip a switch here on the communications array. You're not sure why, but yeah. So you got 3 right now here that you're fighting with.
Huh.
Back at landing platform 10.
Wow, the TIE fighter, not the TIE fighter, the AT-AT still lives. I am so shocked.
Yeah, it's blasting. The rebels have taken defensive positions behind the cargo on the opposite side of the landing pad. The shore troopers are making their way around the crashed AT-AT through the jungle to get on their flank, and then I guess the stormtroopers from group.
Doesn't matter. It's a single
It
group.
doesn't matter. They're all the same.
They're all the same. The
just
stormtroopers are
yeah.
moving in, slowly killing them off. Oh, and
okay. So do they still estimate? 50 rebels?
They do, and you get a report from a TIE interceptor squadron that they are passing through the gate and have been sent to support you.
Yeah, hell yeah. So what is this group of stormtroopers or shore troopers by the AT-AT? What are they doing? Aren't they also fighting?
Yeah, they can't. The AT-AT's in the way, so they're moving this way.
Okay.
To get
so it's pretty funny that even though they keep fighting and killing the rebels, they still estimate that there's still 50 of them. Are the rebels dividing by mitosis or something as they're being killed?
Maybe.
What's happening over there?
Maybe they are.
Yeah, maybe they are.
Did the rebels arriving while fighting is happening on side 10 and 11?
They did.
Or we don't have any information?
Yeah, you saw the U-Wings depositing, or it looked like they're depositing more troops.
Oh. Like right now?
No, this was 10 or 15 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
when they first arrived, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are your orders?
So what do you think? Should we send more reinforcements to Krennic? Or will they be able to handle 3 guys?
I guess James didn't send. Could you revert back on platform 9? Yeah. This. Well, that's a really heavy situation to consider. I think they gonna handle it. Did the stormtroopers went with?
Oh yeah, where are the stormtroopers? There's supposed to be 2 squads of stormtroopers there too.
Oh, they didn't fit on the shuttle, so they're coming on the track.
Oh right. Yeah, the Krennic took the TIE Reaper. They went there with the TIE Reaper. I think that's what the shuttle is called.
Yeah.
The shuttle that the Death Troopers use.
I don't have the model for
it's like
it,
a,
but yeah.
Yeah, it's like a TIE fighter. It's like a square TIE fighter, you know?
Yep.
And yeah, it has a very cool and edgy name, the TIE Reaper. So, you know. So what are these guys like? Should we give them small unit tactics orders, or should we just tell them to fight? I don't know. Are we working on that low of a scale?
I mean, you can tell them if you want, if you want some to get cover, or just go in barreling forward, or.
Right, we naturally want them to take cover.
Like, you never know with.
We want them to kill, first of all.
Right, yeah. We want them to fire their guns.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there it is. That's the TIE Reaper. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Like I said, it's like somebody smashed a TIE fighter flat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it would be a good idea to have like a couple of guys hold down like a base of fire against these 3 rebels, and have the other half of the force kind of flank around from the left and finish them. What do you think? Can they do that?
Yes. I want to TIE fighters to scout up all the landing sites. And
Well,
TIE
probably
fighters.
first of all, we want them to destroy the enemy air power.
Yeah, I need to know first of all. They could destroy it later, but we need to know where enemy is landing right now because we don't receive any information on that topic.
Okay. Yeah, we can send like maybe 1 or 2 of them to scout, but like let's preserve our final AT-ATs.
So 2 TIE fighter from upcoming squadron, they will scout up landing site 11, and if they will notice something, they should report about it. About landing site orders for landing site 10 to keep pressure and keep flanking the enemy. Landing site 9, Krennic would return. Krennic with General would return back to headquarters. Death Troopers will continue this job and send order to Stormtroopers to go back to headquarters. Basically, like use the shuttle, use the tram truck to return back to the headquarters. While the Death Troopers will handle these rebels.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Is okay? I can repeat. If
No,
needed.
I got it. I'm just doing stuff. Well.
Okay. Fine. Thank you very much. It's actually, I'm really quite enjoying your miniature stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I pretend that Marshall didn't know about miniatures. Bad joke, right?
Huh? Oh, I didn't catch it. Sorry.
There was like a inner Kriegspiel community meme that Marshall don't like miniatures.
Why is it doing that?
No, honestly, any miniature modules in TTS really like overheat my laptop when I try to load them.
Oh yeah.
So I might understand why he wouldn't like them.
I mean, original Kriegspiel didn't have a miniatures, I guess.
All right.
It doesn't.
They're like hench.
Is the shield down yet, or not quite?
The shield. Well, yeah, we're just doing this random comments. The shield will be. We'll report back to them that the ships have crashed together, and then the shield will be down next turn completely. We're probably slightly behind you because we're going at a leisurely pace. But it seems to be coming to a conclusion now, anyway, isn't it? Really?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they got on my side, so they transmitted that. They've got all they got to do now is, if the shield's destroyed, they just have to transmit the plans, and then one of the ships has to get away. So I'm gonna hop. My thing just messed up, so I had to get out. I'm gonna hop to yours. What's yours called?
Okay. So it's called Space Rogue, and the password is ALP capitals.
Wait, hold on. I don't want to create. I want to join. Because I'm gonna throw in a Death Star to yours.
Okay.
All right. So that's that one done. I don't think I.
Space Rogue.
Oh no.
Space Rogue or something like that.
There
I think it was
is.
or Rogue Space probably.
It was Space Rogue. It just wasn't shown. And then IKS was the password.
No, ALP capitals.
Okay. Will you promote me? Holy crap!
I will promote you. There you go.
Wow, it's like super messed up when it loaded for me. Wow, look at that. Okay. So let me give you a Death Star.
Okay.
It's so tiny. Oh, that's still... I need to pick a color. Change color. Where's all the colors? Can you change...
I don't know. How do I give you a color? Hold on.
Right click.
Change
Right click and
color
give me a color.
Hold on. Choose
You
a
could
color.
probably turn yourself to black up, and then James can get white.
I know. I've called myself.
These fucking bombers. Delete.
Some reason.
Well, okay, I don't need it. So you got the Death Star there. I would move it off, way off to the side of the map.
I haven't got a color now.
But you can go black because that's the.
I don't know. I've changed myself to grey. It's gone to grey for me. So you might have to change me.
Yeah, I think you made
Dave, you might have to do
spectator.
it.
Oh, I can't because you're the king.
What a pain in the ass. How do I get out of this? I don't think I can.
There's got to be
because black is like the
game master.
table. Yeah, the game man.
If you right click your name, can you change yourself back to black? Or
no, it's not letting me. Well, the thing is, I couldn't change you either, and I was messing around to see if I could change myself to black, and it changed me to grey automatically, rather than being. So change color. No, change team doesn't work. So change color.
Done. It's done.
No. Oh, hold on. Change to black. Got it. Okay, got it. I think it's the lag, and the colours weren't coming up in the middle of the screen.
That would do it. So you
change
got the
color.
Death Star there, right?
Yep.
So I would make it a lot larger, but move it all the way to the end of the thing. Just like move it to the edge, lock it, and then make it
Can't
big.
make you. Okay.
And then add a third copy of one of the Death Stars, put it arriving just to the side, and make that Darth Vader's Death Star arriving.
Did you roll for some of these center groups already up, or?
I did enough to matter, considering the fact we're coming to the end anyway. It's not.
All right. You got it.
That much difference, is it? Clone. So clone that, and then we put that.
Are we saying the Persecutor is out of action as it's been rammed, or?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say that it's abandoned ship time. Basically, it's gonna crash into the gate, and it's gonna go down the next turn and blow up, or whatever.
Cool. And the message that came out. What am I saying to the Admiral? What's the message that you mentioned?
From me?
Yeah. So is the message been sent yet? So the Admiral will know that they've got that message has gone out through the gate.
I told them they could type it, but it looks like they didn't. Now that I look.
Oh, what a mistake to make!
No, I see. He typed it in his channel, but not. So it's in Rogue One. I'm gonna put it in planning.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, let's go do it then. So let's get rid of the lines.
Sure.
So, and I'll tell them, that and you can tell me that they've crashed into each other and they're crashing into the gate now. Let's just do it that way. And then the starship obviously wants its arrived.
All right. Cool.
Oh, I didn't move that actually. Let's move that up a bit. First person. Let's say what's what I need to do.
So the shield is down now, right?
Thank you. The shield is going down this turn. It's crashed into it, so it's enough to be down. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, sorry for that delay. Before we go, give me a d6 roll. So as you look above, you can actually see the fleet battle occurring above you. You can see something hit the shield, and the shield disintegrates as no more, the planetary shield. So you are free to communicate the plans to them, but we need a successful d6 roll to do so.
Oh god. 3. I got a fucking 3.
Oh no. Alright, so you hear over the comlink that the troopers you sent to Pad 9 have all, well, they basically tell you they are under attack, and then you don't hear anything from them, so it's most likely they've been killed. Over here on your side, you've lost 2 more men. The shore troopers are coming in over here through the trees, and you're mowing them down as they come, but there's just a lot of them. TIE interceptors have come through, well, they came through the gate before the shield went down, and are now engaging the X-Wings and other fighters, so they're unable to support you on the ground and take out that last AT-AT.
Okay. We're going to gather everybody and do a withdraw back to the pad, pad 9, and we're going to go as fast as we fucking can. Just run. Drop your guns if it makes you faster, drop your kit and shit. We got to get that transmission out, and yeah. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
I'm going to fall back to pad 9 and pray.
Alright. Hello.
Hi.
So first of all, the attack on Pad 10 continues to go well. The rebels are slowly being mowed down and falling back. Your shore troopers are moving in on their left flank, and the AT is no longer being harassed by the rebel fighters because they are dealing with the interceptors, and the interceptors, they're dogfighting at the moment, but the interceptors are taking them out to where they're down to only 2 X-Wings left.
Nice.
Krennic and his death troopers managed to kill all the rebels at landing pad 9, and he only lost 3 himself, so they're dead. But you do hear from inside the Citadel itself that the archives area is under attack.
Of course it is.
And the rebels seem to be inside the Citadel itself.
Well,
what are the the 3 squads of shore troopers in the Citadel? What are they doing?
Well, some of them are trying to get into the archives room, which has been sealed.
Quick question. Shouldn't there be 8 death troopers? I only saw 6.
There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Poof.
Yeah, there we go.
The other thing is you're able to kind of see the space battle happening directly above you, and you can see, besides the TIE interceptors that just went through the gate, the shield itself has been taken out. It's no longer there.
Oh. Oh no.
Shit. Do we hear something about Pad 11? Landing Pad 11?
Yeah, the TIE fighter you sent to Pad 11 says it doesn't see any activity there.
The stormtroopers which moved by the truck, are they still somewhere moving around, or it's like...
The ones coming to Pad 9 are arriving now.
Well, we should turn them back around to the Citadel.
I mean, it's only one side transport, I guess. It's okay. Yeah, they have the order to just return back. We will take our shuttle and death troopers. We'll use 8 death troopers, like remaining death troopers, and land on not Citadel, but the closing point where we can land closer to archives and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Section. These troopers received orders to basically each inside, like each moving by the truck, they will move back as describes. Tycoon 10 will continue. The command E will use the trucks and will go basically to Citadel. And the whole command E, even the AT-ATs, be sent closer to Citadel, not inside, but you get me, just closer there. That's it, I guess, for now. TIE fighters will continue to fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
While you're issuing orders, a large spherical spaceship or space station appears in the atmosphere.
Oh no, it's happening.
Order is changed. We actually taking a flight. It's just very lucky that we were close to our ship and we just starting to taking off. We were just getting on just getting closer to tower and then getting flight in space. But Lord Vader wouldn't see it. We will just conceal our stuff.
Yeah, we should just go. We should leave.
Okay, it was a joke.
Yeah,
No,
we're not actually deserting.
All right, sounds good.
Hello.
Hello.
Cat out of the bag, unfortunately. Apologies, because I kind of said they want to know if there was a message, and I kind of said that you appear to be a broadband messages being sent. So they were kind of they did sound a bit down because they'd realised they'd lost probably. Oh. So apologies about that.
No, that's all right. Well, they haven't transmitted the message yet with the plans.
They pressed me. Okay.
So that's still.
Right. Because they were saying the shield is probably on the way down at the moment, so that's okay.
That's all right.
That gives some hope. So this is going to be like. So I've done.
This might be. So here's what I'm gonna do it. So Vader's about to order the Death Star to fire on the planet. So they've got this turn to successfully send the plans, and if they don't, they fail. And if they do, they win. So it comes down to a dice roll, 50-50 odds on this one. We'll see if they do.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then we'll basically after this turn we'll get everyone together and talk about it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go get that roll now. All right, gentlemen. Let's see. All right, you are down to 3 troopers, including yourselves.
Oh joy.
You are fleeing the landing pad, heading west, back to landing pad 9. You hear from Jin Urso, who's on top of the Citadel tower on a comlink, that she is trying to transmit the plans now, and it is up to you and your dice whether you are successful or not. This is, by the way, your last chance before the planet may...
I got a 5. I got a 5.
Woo-hoo.
Ooh, now it's up to the spaceport. Oh god.
Alright. Well, you're still
We're
gonna
gonna die
die,
here.
but you got the plans away.
Yeah.
So,
Can I see the entire ground map now that now that we're pretty much certainly dead and can't do anything about it?
this is the whole map.
Jesus. Oh my god. Hey, we did pretty good. We did pretty good.
Yeah, here's.
Alright.
I guess I never showed you. Hold on. There's so many models in this map, it doesn't like it. Here's the Commander
Yeah,
Krennic oversaw his own death troopers as they came.
Oh, yep.
And Baze Malbus died as he did in the movie.
Trying to get the fucking comm system to work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go
Finish the space battle?
well, no, the other umpire's been doing that one. I'm gonna tell the Imperial,
Oh, okay.
and then we'll all come together in the lobby in a second. So just take it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
So the Death Troopers load back onto their shuttle. Those that were coming to Pad 9 are sent back to the Citadel.
Did we destroy the transmitter at Pad 9 before leaving, or is it still transmitting?
It wasn't. It sent one message, but it wasn't still transmitting. But you can destroy it if you want.
Okay.
The troopers inside the Citadel report that the rebels are towards the top at the communications array. And, and are transmitting a message to the fleet above.
Of course they are.
And they weren't able to stop them in time.
Can we land our shuttle with the Death Troopers right there and just get at them?
Sure, you can head that way.
Actually, you know what? Instead of Bumbo fucking around with the X-Wings, tell the TIE Interceptors to slack the communications array.
Okay.
Just destroy it, no matter what it takes.
Just before we will land.
Yeah, just before we land, just all of them, just shoot at the communications array. We don't care if there's friendlies around, just do it.
Alright. You issue the orders and you see the TIE fighter swing around. Just then, there's a giant laser beam that pierces through the atmosphere and strikes the top of the tower. There's a giant explosion in the distance that quickly fills the sky and consumes you.
Hold on.
What do you mean consumes? We're in the sky, aren't we?
Well, we were probably still in the...
You
know
two
what?
are on the shuttle, so you managed to fly away in time.
I'm wait, are you not seeing this? I'm gonna write in planning. Okay, at least we lived. For now. Yeah, not for long, because when Darth Vader finds out about this, we are so done.
Alright, we'll bring everyone in the lobby in a second.
Guys.
Okay.
Alright, you done?
Do you want to join our table for a sec?
So I think... no, because I need to stay on mine so I can share it in the after-action review.
Because we have a certain red group on our table that is going to try and head down to the planet to try and evacuate the survivors.
Well, the planet just got hit by a Death Star.
Alright. Okay.
So that ain't gonna happen.
Whereas the rest of the fleet is bugged out, so they're all hyperspaced out.
Okay. Let's bring everyone to the lobby.
Apart from the ones that stayed behind. Okay.
I thought I fucked it up so bad. Wait a minute, the fuck you mean you fucked it up so bad?
All not gets mega executed.
Oh no.
Yeah. Everybody's getting executed. It's so over, guys. It is so over.
So all just fuck up royally. No one did good this
Wait,
game.
wait. Did you guys fuck up?
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
All right. Calm down. Everyone will have a chance to share their story.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me share my
Okay.
screen. So, first of all, thanks everyone for playing. I know it's at least for me, it's a weird time because it started at 1 in the afternoon.
Happy birthday, Star Wars.
Yes.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I really appreciate Dave and Arp's help making this happen because it wouldn't have worked without their help. So really glad they volunteered. So we were gonna run. Well, I guess we did end up running things simultaneously. We had to do some switch ups on the umpire side to make things work, but that's all right. So, for those who saw Rogue One, this battle was basically built to mimic that, and in that way, I think more than any other Kriegspiel battle I've ever done, it was a bit more narrative driven and story driven. And so in that way, it was kind of a bit more railroady than I normally would like or do, because there are certain narrative elements that needed to happen. But still, hopefully everyone had fun despite that. So in the ground battle, the Imperial forces to start off with, all they were given was just kind of an overall map of Scarif, and they were told that almost all the landing pads had blown up. And so they didn't know where the rebels were, and so basically split their forces fairly evenly and then sent them out. But they ended up sending the forces they sent out to attack didn't go to the pad where the rebels were at, and so and they had some kind of held back in reserve, and so they ended up letting the rebels have about 4 or 5 turns where they weren't under attack at all and had a lot more time to execute their plan, which in the end actually probably is what did it, because they barely did it in the nick of time. But eventually the Imperials, I guess, were smart not to arrive by track in the big kill box door right here. So they never came up the track as they did in the movies. They came on the AT-ATs and kind of disembarked back here. I think I can try here. So they disembarked over here and then came up over land that way, which was smart because the rebels they were positioned to just shoot into them as soon as that door opened, and by coming this way, the rebels had less of an advantage. The Imperial AT-ATs kept getting mowed down by the rebel fighters. The rebels were able to get more fighters down to the planet's surface than they did in the movie, and so they were able to take out the TIE fighters, or the air superiority fighters, the experimental ones, and then they kind of had free reign of shooting the AT-ATs until the TIE interceptors came later on, and that was good for the rebels because it kept they were knocking down an AT-AT almost every turn for a while. But eventually they got overrun, and right before the planet blew up from a Death Star, there was only 3 left, and they were running for their lives. But they did manage to. They got the plans and were able to communicate them up to the fleet, and I believe the fleet got away. At least one ship got away with the plans, so they were successful despite everyone dying and getting blown up by the Death Star in the end. So good job to the rebels. On the Imperial side, they did a good job managing a large force. They didn't know where the rebels were, so they kind of had to fill out where the rebels were located and concentrated, and then deal with that. They did send their death troopers over to landing pad 9, and they killed Baze Malbus, and Troot wasn't over here. I guess he stayed on the other side, but Krennic and the rebel trooper, or the death troopers, did do that as happened in the movie. And so it was, at least for the ground part, it was fun. I enjoyed doing it, and thanks to the players. I'm going to stop sharing for me, and then I guess Arp can share his screen and talk.
Share for
talk about the space battle.
If you can all see there, the rebels started over here. Let's pick up a colour that you can see, and they advanced on the gate to try and get some fighters into the gate, which they did, and then the corvettes really did a flanking maneuver on both sides as the destroyers were coming up this way to engage the main cruiser, and that's how the battle played out really. And there was a lot of fighting all in the close-up areas here with the fighters, and it was pretty even Steven on both sides. The corvettes for the rebels held up very, very well on the their right, but not so well on the left. And that the battle went that way, and most of the ships you can see here are ones that have been destroyed. The key moment of the battle was the armored cruiser was coming forward to fire on the gate, and the destroyer here moved to protect it. The two destroyers killed the armored cruiser, blew it up, but its forward momentum crashed into the Persecutor, which then crashed into the gate, destroying the gate. Hence why they finished in this position. And at the same, unfortunately for the Imperium, at the time that they decided to send some intercept. So, unfortunately for the Imperium, they decided to send some interceptors through the gate before it was destroyed, just as the rebels were starting to send their message. So they actually opened the gate for the rebels at the wrong time, which was a bit unfortunate. But however, the gate would have been destroyed, and at that point, as you can see, the Death Star turned up and destroyed the planet. So that's just a really quick synopsis, and the rest of the, as you can see, are here on both sides. The rest of the rebel ships hyperspaced out as they did in the movie, apart from a group that's over here who went down to the planet to try and save the rebel soldiers, but I suspect would have been destroyed when the planet was fired on. And that's the situation. Everyone did really, really well. It was good fun. Anything to add, Dave?
I think you covered it.
All right. Well, let's hear from all the players then. So starting with Admiral Gorin, how was your experience?
Yeah. Well, it was a funky. We made two huge mistakes. One was not closing the gate turn 1, and the other was not tractor beaming the enemy cruiser after we disabled it. But otherwise, we had been doing well right until the moment we lost.
Okay. Admiral Radis on the Rebel side for the Rebel fleet.
Yeah, I actually do have a question for Admiral Gorin first. How many fighters were you getting per turn? You got a lot.
We could launch 4 squadrons, which is 20 from every Star Destroyer, 40 fighters per turn total.
Jesus. Yeah, so our experience on the Rebel side for the fleet was pretty much we split off 2 groups on the flanks to try and get around and hit the Star Destroyers from behind with the bombers. And that kind of worked. I mean, they didn't actually get in, but they were in position to in another turn or two had the battle continued. And then in the center, we kind of just wanted to push up our fleet and threaten the shield gate. And we lost the profundity pretty quickly once we got into combat, but I think overall we got out of there. I gotta say, the scariest thing for me this game was just seeing how many enemy TIE fighters were turning up every turn. Because at first I saw, they only have 8 squadrons, so we can clear out these fighters pretty easy. And then they had bombers and interceptors coming, and I was like, oh god, I do not have enough X-Wings for this. Yeah, but that was my experience.
All right. Darth Redshirt.
Well, I don't know. I was lagging too much, so I had to just type my suggestions. Anybody can read them who wants to.
You're still
At least we didn't do worse than the movie.
That's true.
At least we didn't do worse than the movie.
Yeah.
That's good. We're still gonna get shot, but you know.
Director Krennic.
Vader, you can't see this time of year when that happens.
Okay.
So I had a lot of plans stuff. Like there was a lot of the planning, and was kind of feared to spread out my troops and entrusted garrison across the planet, and I concentrated forces in kind of mobile groups The things with a truck was not intentional. I just kind of forgot about that. And once I learned that I could use AT-AT as fast transport, I just decided to play around that. Although, to be fair, I suppose that all the troopers in headquarters kind of around, but if I would send the special orders to guard archives, it would be kind of too gamey and not very sportive. I think, and apart of that, it was really fun to see each turn one of your AT-ATs basically dying, with 5 of your TIE fighters basically down almost from the beginning. We had a lot of fun. Yeah. And I guess in terms of ground fighting, we eliminated most of the rebel troops. I'm actually really interested how many rebels got into archives. How through each path they get sneaking.
Only 2 managed to get to your archives.
Okay. Then I guess 2, 3, actually 5 rebels only. Well, actually 0, but
yeah they're all dead now. General Ramda?
I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
This was a lot of fun. At first, it was a little tense. Like thinking about, where are the rebels? Where could they be landing? What are they doing? But then it just started getting silly, but in a good way, and we just started having fun with it. Especially at around the point where we decided that Krennic should personally go to to landing pad 9. I think that was like the apex of that, if you ask me. But this was a lot of fun. I still don't know what was happening at landing pad 11, though.
Do you want to tell him, Sergeant Melshi? Reservist?
Oh, yes, sorry. Yeah, we were incredibly grateful for the reprieve at the beginning, but basically as soon as you guys showed up and actually found our position, it was a shit show. We thought you'd be coming straight from the fortification and right out that bunker door, and I was like, oh, great, we just abandoned the... What's it called? We abandoned the platform, let you come out onto it and shoot you to shit. That's easy. Kill zone. Then you didn't do that, which was a little bit rude of you, inconsiderate, I might say.
I'm sorry.
Well, all fair.
The thing is, right? I found out about those platforms after we were already moving on you, like from the side. And if I had known about those platforms, maybe at least some of our guys would have shown you the courtesy of walking into the kill zone.
Yeah.
So sorry about that,
I thank you then for the effort. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when those AT-AT showed up, I was like, what the fuck? We do not have weapons to deal with this. So thank you to the High Fleet for sending on air support from on high. The Starborn helped us out there. Yeah, I think we really owe our entirety of our success to our Admiralty here. And I'm so sorry for those poor sods who got ordered to come rescue us because we are so not getting off this planet alive. They're just going to die with us. So I'm very sorry that you're going to have to sacrifice the significant portion of the surviving fleet for that. But oh well, c'est la guerre. Yeah, that's about right in my situation.
Thank you.
We didn't win. We did not do good.
I'm just wondering, 2 guys in archives and entire platoon of shore troopers knock open.
Oh, classic stormtrooper competence. You know what it do.
Well, okay, to be fair to the stormtroopers, I had a machine gun section set up right behind the little bunker, so as soon as they came out of the wood lines, I had all of the 3 surviving dudes pouring fire into them, so I'm pretty sure that didn't help. But yeah.
No, we're talking about the guys who went into the archives.
Yes, and shot their way past God knows how many stormtroopers.
30.
Yeah.
Our final orders were probably the funniest thing, and it was for the TIE interceptors to blast the top of the Citadel just to slag, after which the Krennic would land on it personally and finish any rebels, but we didn't have time for that because the Death Star,
yeah.
Oh, actually, if I recall correctly, right, the Death Star fired at full power only once.
No, it's minimum power.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
minimum
this was like these were
Low
basically like
power
warning shot. These were like warning shots
But
essentially.
we're still gonna die because the Death Star's warning shot is
Well, right. Well, the thing is, right? Me and Krennic didn't die because we were in a shuttle, so we managed to fly to safety. But I think as we speak, we're being force choked by Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't matter.
Safety is a relative term, you know.
When you work for the Imperium, the Empire.
We are definitely all getting executed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Haha, we kill you in our deaths, even.
All right, Lieutenant Sholin.
All right. So I was the second command for the Rebel fleet. I was mostly controlling the flanks. I would add that I did add for initial order of battle. I did suggest a transport in the front, which ended up soaking fire and sort of crashing into the shield gate, immediately setting on fire. In hindsight, I maybe think we should have sent some more transports at the shield gate just to ram it. But they were getting blown up anyways by TIE fighters down the road. But yeah, I was just trying to get those Corvette groups with the bombers and gunships around. We got towards the end. We flanked successfully, but the sort of didn't matter because the Profanity crashed into one of the Star Destroyers, and which immediately blew up the gate. The one thing I would add is that I sort of pointed out to Radis that there was the risk of the Star Destroyers concentrating fire on the Profanity, and lo and behold, it did occur. So we had to evacuate from the Profanity mid battle onto transports. I think we should have taken out the shield generator sooner, so we could have landed those transports. Those transports were just sitting there doing nothing. And we did try to rescue the ground forces. We sent 3 transports, I think actual corvettes, onto the planet, some bomber squadrons, and what remained of some fighters to try to bail you out, because we were confused. You sent a confusing message that we were the one to transmit the orders, which sort of baffled us because you were the ones supposed to transmit the orders. So we were going to send those forces down with orders to sort of communicate. Yeah, you're the ones transporting the orders, guys.
Whoops.
Sorry, we were confused.
I misunderstood. I thought you guys were just the relay. We send it to you, and that's what we had by the time I sent that message, and then you send it elsewhere. But I guess there was a.
If you lasted a little longer, maybe your 3 guys could have gone out.
We were lost in the woods. I don't know. I think at that point it was over.
As for the Empire, I don't think your transports are getting out with what we were sending down. To be honest, not to break your little bubble, but yeah, our one-way ships which are getting blown up with you. We're coming down in force a little bit. That should be about it. Just I think we should have taken the shield generator out sooner. Was a big thing.
All right, thank you, Nando.
Well, yeah, how's Nando? I was just chilling with the ammo, Gorin and Dark Red Shirt, and honestly, the going was pretty good, but we made like 3 key mistakes, as Gorin said. I think he said 2 of them was basically like opening up the pathway, and what was the other one? Oh, yeah, the tractor beam. The first one we did was not just instantly closing the door, because just close the door and you can't send anything out. Another mistake we did was reopening it to send the interceptors down, because that just let the transmission just go through, so that was not very kosher.
I mean, we also blame that because we asked for it.
The gate was blowing up next turn anyway, so like, are we really at fault?
The reason why it blew up was also another reason of our mistake, because we forgot the tractor beam. Because we heard, Gorin heard we all heard that the cruiser, was it a cruiser?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, the cruiser was. Yeah, we all heard the cruiser was disabled, which we were like, oh yeah, it's fine. So now it's just gonna sink and nothing bad will happen. But we got told earlier that if a ship is disabled, you can tractor beam it, and we were like, and I think we forgot that math inside our heads, and in the fact that Gorin forgot, made myself forget, because I was gonna say we should tractor beam the disabled ship, but then I was like, oh, it's disabled, so it can't do anything, right? Nah, it just rammed us, and then we rammed into the gate. Yeah, it was fucking genius move.
Hey, conservation of momentum. That's just, I guess, that's just how it works.
That's just how it works. And so we lost an Imperial Star Destroyer. However, we managed to at least keep one. So I guess we're gonna get force choked a bit lighter. We're still gonna fucking die, but still, hey, or at least we're gonna make it like less ass, I
Yeah.
guess.
Also, what's up with like certain, certain devices or technology that starts with like track or has the word track in it being forgotten? Like on the ground side, we forgot about like the tracks. You guys forgot about the tractor being up in space.
I was like, oh, okay. Well, if Gorin, who is literally, because I'm not a Star Wars expert, I barely remember anything. When he was giving, they were giving me story beats like the Death Star arriving, I was like, oh, so that's why that happened in the movie. And then like, yeah, um, I kind of figured out where and what was actually happening like midway through every story beat that was being given to me. So yeah, we forgot about the tractor beam. That was like the last key mistake, I think. That literally dunked on us.
Yeah, that's what set the game, I think.
I want to add one last thing. It was really fun how we with Randa basically at the first part of the game basically yelled at umpire saying, "Disembark the troops from 80, disembark."
Yeah, something almost as dumb as the stormtroopers in the movie just walking into that kill box almost happened to us because we forgot to disembark our stormtrooper platoons from the AT-ATs, and they all almost got crisped by the rebel bombers destroying their transports. That would have been really bad.
We really had so many mistakes we could make, and we did them all.
I mean, that's the story of every Kriegsspiel game, isn't it?
It's so true.
Yeah, you start with one mistake and you're like, oh, it's not that bad, but then it's the mistakes that pile up. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, it's like when you play Kriegsspiel, I think the onus isn't on you not to fuck up, because that's, I think, mostly impossible, right? You should try to not fuck up as much as the enemy. So by virtue of them fucking up harder, you like kind of win in the end, or just not lose.
So real.
I think that's the idea, basically.
Basically, yeah. So we got to the threshold, and then we fucked it. But hey, we were so close to total victory.
So close.
And then we snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. Well, half defeat.
Sorry.
We technically won officially, but then it's like eventually this Death Star. Well,
oh right, yeah, okay. We think we won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We think we won, but like the transmission's out. They have all the plans, and the Death Stars in probably a couple of hours in the movie will get blown up.
I think it's a bit more than a couple of hours, isn't it? Like I don't know the timeline between movies, but soon-ish.
Yeah. But that's my take. Oh, that was quite a long take. We got to get to Sergeant Melshi now.
I already did my bit.
Yeah, we did everyone.
Okay. Well, that's it.
Thanks everyone for playing.
Happy birthday, Star Wars.
Hey, happy birthday, Star Wars, yes.
Happy Star Wars Day, everyone, yeah.
You're welcome to stay around and keep talking.
Take care.
But if not, take care.
Take care, Dave. Thanks for the help, mate.
Yeah, take care, everyone.
Take care.
Take it easy.
Bye.